saying that they had to stay down plenary to go and visit Benue. Oh, you cannot stand up plenary to come and visit Benue, Taraba, Kaduna. No. It's a calculated attempt to bring our population down in such a way that we will be so intimidated. You see, this prejudice, you don't know me, I don't know you. Why will you be killing me? Why will I be killing you? Prejudice. Nurtured for over the years. Hatred. Over the years for nothing.
Alright. Bishop Ango, do you share the same narrative where we talk about even comments from top security chiefs talking about coalition of military, the fact that they are protecting the herders against the killings in the country going on at the moment? Do you share the same narrative that this could be a socio-economic, religious, and political crisis?
Well, the things we have heard and seen, our president was here for some short time on a visit to Benue State. And he openly said that it was when he came here that he discovered that the IPG, whom he had told to be here for 7 days, did not even stay here 1 day. And then what happened thereafter? He said he was going to look into it, but what happened thereafter? So there are a lot of things that are signaling to us that the government is turning their eyes the other way. Because if they will now come up with solutions that the government had offered before this time, if they have taken those solutions, lives wouldn't have gone. Now, you could hear the vice president talking about the West African
protocol.
Yes. But this is the same thing the Benue State government was saying there. And now you could hear recommendations now about ranching. Okay, now if they had seen that ranching was the best option, why were they talking about colonies? You see, so we are trying to see that there is some collusion somewhere. That they get you using wisdom to delay tactics and then achieve what they want to do. And just like I keep saying, 40 attacks within four months is too much. That there is an agenda, and it is that agenda that must be quashed. If the federal government is serious, they must look into this and quash the agenda. And once the agenda is stopped, the killings will be stopped.
All right, Evangelist Fide Shamek joins us. He's a security expert. And let me come to you. Let me ask you, looking at the modus operandi of these attackers, the manner in which they come and attack, as a security expert, what do you think exactly that the security agencies should be doing at this particular moment to nip this thing about, to make sure that this does not occur any longer, and the strategy should be employed? They are not doing. When they called an exercise, the Reverend here was trying to explain what an exercise means and what a complete operation should be. This was just a mere operation which refers to training in the field. What do you make of all of this and how this should be tackled?
Well, thank you so much. In the force, you work with others.
Okay.
And a country like Nigeria that has proven to be positive in the force can always arrest any situation at any given time. I go back to agree with what T.Y. Benjamin said. There can be a successful attack for a very long time if it is not permitted. No forceman will go out to do a job if he's not taking orders from the superior. So the Nigerian security system is capable of arresting any situation. It is only when they are not directed to that they can't do anything about it. If you're given an order to go out but don't shoot, you go out and you don't shoot. Because everybody is concerned about his own pension. Nobody wants to serve and retire. They take directives from the superior, and you can agree with me that the superiors of all the securities in Nigeria for now are Fulanis. So if the orders don't come, how do you expect the men to act? You see, if you want to know that a first man is gallant, kill a first man, then you know that a first man is gallant. If you kill a Nigerian army now, the whole town must go down. So if the Nigerian army can do that, I don't see any reason why the Nigerian army cannot go in to arrest when they want to do that. So I agree with what Timothy.
Now, talking about intelligent gathering, where you look at information dissemination as being very key in tackling most of these issues, whereby they would say places where these people are domiciled, they come and carry out these attacks are not well known by them, and they move from place to place to carry out attacks and leave those places and go to another place. And it becomes quite very difficult for them to begin to tackle them headlong. Don't you think that could also be part of why this is not being handled?
We have scientific gadgets that have detectability today in the country. We have it. We have gone to the Nigerian army and the Nigerian security system has gone digital. It is not like that. So you can't say you don't know where it is happening. If we can track people, if we can have gadgets that can detect arms up to about 10 kilometers, I see no reason why we cannot detect where people are coming off, where people are. There are people on those areas or mounted on those areas. Those people are not passing through spiritually. They come physically by road. They come through axes where we all know the routes.
All right, Reverend Akpen, let me come back to you. You have been quoted to have declared a 7-day fast in Benue and protest today. A lot of people are saying no work today, shops are going to be closed down, the state should be shut down in solidarity to the killings. I want you to throw light on this particular one.
Yes, in the first place, I must say a very big thanks to the Benue people for complying with this directive. You know, we had earlier had a radio program whereby we appealed to the Christian community in Benue State that in solidarity with all the killings that have been taking place in Benue State, we requested that at least today, Monday, should be observed as a very serious prayer day, whereby all shops will be closed, markets will be closed, Okada riders should not move out, bus drivers should not move out. And when I went out this morning to supervise, I was happy. All shops have remained closed. All markets are closed. And I have to appreciate the people for that. Though we don't have the capacity to close down government offices, but we expect them to sympathize with us. We have given the directive to people that are still employed, the market women, Okada, and we thank God that they have carried it out. We want to be very serious with this prayer. After 7 days, at least for today, by tomorrow, they can open up their markets and start security services. But we are going to run up on Sunday, and we are hopeful that after this exercise, God is surely going to answer all our prayers, because the killings are too much. The killings are too much.
So what steps are you taking to make sure that hoodlums don't come into cashing on this? Because the last time we had such a thing, you saw hoodlums forcing people to close down shops, and when they resisted, it became a problem for even the state. We had issues in Wadata where crises had to start coming up and all of that, threatening the peace and security in the state. Do you have steps that you've taken to make sure?
No, we have consulted our people. They know. They don't need to be forced to close down their shops. If you go out today, you discover that all shops are closed. So that there's no need going to force somebody to close his shop. That order has been carried out. I want to believe that nobody will molest anybody in the town. Because we have spoken to them and we are very prayerful about it. And God is, guiding the minds of everybody in Benue State. We are in a very solemn moment now. And so I think even motor parks, even those they are praying. Everybody is praying. And I think nothing else will happen again.
Bishop Adlaw, let me know the measures that the churches are taking at the moment to make sure that they protect their premises from invaders of such kind. Let them not be another recurrence of such of what's happening at Ayambano.
We are Nigerians, and the Constitution is supreme. In Section 33 of the Constitution, it gives people the right to defend themselves. we are not saying people should carry arms, but you should take a good time to look at your place, so that somebody will not just come and burn your church. One churches have gates. Churches that have gates must keep them under lock, and they have their local security guards at the church. Let them be alert. If they see something, let them say something, and we have the numbers that we can reach on this, the police and the other officers. So we have conscientized our people to be security conscious. You know, we want people to watch and pray, not just pray, but they should watch and pray. And the church is sending a plea to the government. One of the ways that this thing can stop is for the federal government to approve local policing. Okay, we have it in US. You have the FBI being the federal police, but we still have the local policing. The states have the local policing. Now, if Benue State had local policing approved nationwide, if we had the local policing, what happened at Malone? The police under the Go East, Go West, Macaulay, will not come into play. But you see, it took about hours before the federal police could come in. And you know, the place is porous, and you can't really, somebody coming from Adamawa to be a policeman here will not be able to understand the terrain. But if there's a local policing, our people will understand the terrain, and then they'll be able to, you know, get these people arrested. So the church is pleading with the government to give that approval. Let the legislation give approval for local policing. Let there be a federal police, but let them be local policing. I believe my brother will.
Yes, and you are a retired police officer. Let's get to know. Without work and looking at the sophistication in which these attackers come in, do you think just the local police can be able to tackle the headman?
It is not so easy for the local police to do that, but you see, to be vigilant, just like what the bishop have said now, we must have to be vigilant. We don't have to leave everything to the hands of the local police, even though they are established. Even if we had established the local police, I don't think that would be a solution to some of these things, because some of these things are being influenced by people. That is one thing I have to let you know. Those are influenced by people. Those attacks. You think those people are just attacking? They're not just attacking. They have a reason for attacking. Sometimes I want to look at it as more political.
Like the senior evangelist said earlier.
Yeah, it is. The attack is political.
What do you think is the way forward, quickly, before we open our eyes?
Well, the way forward, I go back to agree with what Tiwa was saying.
Okay.
We have to defend ourselves.
All right. Now, listener, please, if you want to be part of the program, you can simply join us by dialing the telephone line 0812-690-3647. 0812-690-3647. Do call us. We have with us here Reverend Akpen Leva, the chairman of the Christian Association of Nigeria, and also Senior Evangelist Gift Elanu, Secretary Khan. Bishop Judah Ngo is the chairman of Pentecostal Fellowship of Nigeria, PFN, Benue State, and Evangelist Relational Secretary Expert. Do call us on 0812-690-3647. Let's begin the conversation with you as you also contribute on the program. We have our first call. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you for joining us. What's your name, please?
My name is Judith.
Judith, you calling from where, Jude?
Judith.
You are calling from where? All right, go ahead.
I want to thank the Lord in the studio. What I want to say is that our governor, our ex-secretary, again to give by saying if we provide land to ranches, the herdsman, or let me refer to as tyranny, they refuse. Instead, they kept killing us, running of our and ever they want federal government has narrated about 5 states, including Benue, for ranches to take place. Now,
you have a lovely day. 0812-690-3647. Another caller comes up. Hello, good morning. Hello, you are on.
hello. Good morning.
Thank you for joining us. What's your name, please?
My name is PG Damsa.
Your name again?
PG Damsa.
Okay, VG Damsa. Go ahead, please. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Makoti.
All right, let's hear from you.
I want to appreciate our leaders in the house. This is the first time we are having such leadership of the Christian Association in Benue State. This is an issue to wake up. It's a wake-up call from the Christian kingdom. Because Christianity is not to be dictated. When other people move from a different religion to come and kill Christians, and the world is free without faith. So I want to appreciate our current president. He has taken a bold step. So he should keep it up. Sensitize with Christians. It is not by carrying arms, he is saying, but we should be prayerful. We should be watchful.
All right.
So I want to sincerely appreciate the leadership
All right.
of Christian Association of Nigeria in Benue State.
Many
They
thanks.
should keep it up.
Many
We
thanks.
will abide by the instruction given to us in the churches. We are not carrying guns.
All right.
But
Thank you very much. Others are waiting on the line towards the contribute. Hello, good morning. Good morning to you.
hello, good morning.
Thank you for joining us. What's your name, please?
My name is Anthony. I'm calling from Benue State.
Anthony. Which part of Benue are you calling from?
I'm from Makoti.
All right. Let's hear from you.
All right. I have listened to the program and I appreciate everyone that has spoken. However, I just want to make some clarifications so that we don't get mixed up.
All right.
I want to say that as much as we want everyone to be vigilant, vigilance is very important. When you see something, you say something, understand the people around your society, your community. You know them, you know those that are new. You can see them, you can tell. However, let us not get it wrong by saying up and not in the minds of the people begin to say that the leaders of the military are Fulani. That is not good enough. Let us understand that we are not. Let us not discriminate one particular ethnic group. The people who are carrying out these killings have actually exploited an existing conflict between the herdsmen and the farmers to come in and continue to do these killings. As much as we know that there have been killings between herdsmen and farmers, let us not forget the fact that there is a possibility of these terrorists who have been not to also come into Benue State and continue their mayhem of killing people. Because in this country, or even outside the country, to come together, if that time would come together, they would sit in Boko in a traditional council, they would talk, and then they even come in a...
Your name again?
What am
Hello? Uh-oh.
been killed? A lot of people have died. I'm not only in Nigeria because of this problem. You see, these people that are attacking us are prepared. They have declared war on us. Whether we like it or not, if one should leave his house and go to a house and begin to fight you, it doesn't. How do you have to defend yourself? And defending yourself, you have to do something rightly. And they say, if you do not wrestle with a man who passes by your barrier every time, he will not stop it. Government knows what to do. They don't want to do it, especially the federal government. Let them do the right thing. Or have they sold us as a country? Let me know. Has this country been sold? There's no civilized country that this thing will be happening. Kuwait was better than Iran the other time. And the
We lost your call. Do call us back if you can. Hello, good morning.
Hello?
Thank you for joining us. What's your name, please?
Hello?
What's your name, please? Where are you calling from?
Hello?
Hello, good morning. We can hear you. Uh-oh. Please do call us back. We could hear you, but we don't know what's happened at your end. 0812-690-364. So we'll take one more call because we have to respond to most of the concerns of the people. Hello. 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 Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Jude, very back on the line again.
Okay, Jude,
I want to
quickly.
make it very snappy. What I want to say now is that most of lives have been lost. Our community has been devastated, bombarded, went down by this herdsman. Before ranches to be taking place in this state, federal government should rehabilitate all the destroyed communities as it was done in the northeast. Go around attack. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Let's see. My bishop and reverend in the house, evangelist, calls are coming in left, right, and center, but we need to continue the conversation. Let's begin to respond to some of the concerns that have been raised by the caller. Maybe we'll come back to the calls a little later in the course of the interaction.
Well, I want to appreciate our callers and our listeners and for all the comments they have put forward. I want to comment on the issue of ranching. First of all, I want us to agree that it is Benue State that sometimes provides solutions to problems in this nation. It was Benue State that stopped the civil war, Nigeria from dividing. Because most of our prisoners were there, they fought for the unity of this nation. And we came up with this issue of ranching. We wanted to provide a solution to stop all these killings here and there in Nigeria. You see, many other countries have cattle more than what we have in Nigeria. You can't see these cattle entering people's houses, schools, in the name of grazing. I said if we want to have peace in Nigeria, all these cattle should be properly ranched. That's the solution we provide. And it was looked at upon as if we want to be stubborn, we want to do this and that to create that we know too much. But thank God, the NIC, they have agreed that the only solution is ranching. As far as Benue State is concerned, I think even if we don't have a ranch here, we don't have nothing to lose. After all, this land, the governor of Kano has been begging herders that he has a vast land for them to accommodate them. But if we talk of ranching here now, I think I want to agree with somebody that said our place have to be rehabilitated. You know how to build up our places, build confidence with people of Benue before you even talk about ranching. But as far as I know, our governor is a governor that carries his people along. If this issue come, I know he will call a stakeholders meeting and put the matter before them. And then I don't want to preempt, but when we go to that area, we will cross. So the issue of ranching, that is the solution that has been given so far for peace in this nation. I also want to appreciate the other caller that appreciated the leadership of CAN. You know, leadership is a peculiar tax. We are very happy to get that appreciation. Thank you so much for that appreciation. It will ginger us to do more. We have to give out service to the state and service to the nation. And I want to say that, you know, these attacks are targeted at the middle belt, especially Benue State. And you know, Benue State occupies a very vital point in the middle belt. Benue State is holding the middle belt together, just as the belt holds one trouser. And I want to let people know that if this thing overruns Benue State, it means Nigeria is finished. Nigeria will see our nakedness. And that is why as a church, we are praying that this crisis should stop. It should stop. Because it spells doom for this nation. It will scatter this nation if it doesn't stop. That's the concern of Benue State. Thank you so much.
Senior Evangelist, the other caller raised is concerned about this issue shouldn't be looked upon as a religious issue. You raised that in the first place, so
Yes.
Let's get your take on that.
You see, some of us were born from Kaduna, in the north. You see, when you begin to look at somebody as a third-class citizen, right, because of his religion, that's discrimination. Prejudice is there. I, for one, to attend primary school in 1965, class 2, to change from one school to the other, I had to change my name to Idris. In this country, So when we are talking about some of these prejudice already well fertile against Christians, we should not run away from it. You see, now, if we are serious about to solve the problem of the Fulanis, the Kano State Governor will say, I am donating my own portion of Sambisa forest that can house, accommodate the whole cattle in West Africa. We are interested in rhetorics to engage the people in argument instead of responding to that governor. He's giving it free for development because Sambisa forest is idle. And that is why terrorists have taken over that place and are feeling comfortable there. Do you understand me? Now, when you see something, you say what it is. Call a spade a spade. We have been traumatized, coerced, harassed as Christians. You see, we have researched and seen that unless we stop this issue of I hate you for what you are, who you are, which religion you belong, this problem will continue. And those who are hitting us hard know that the Christian religion does not preach vengeance. They say, love your enemy. Pray for those who persecute you. We have been praying. It's not as if, okay, in the Benue Valley here, we have more retired military officers that can come back and are not tired. They will recruit up to 2 million people and begin to sponsor ourselves and getting arms. But we are not doing that because we want this country to continue to be one. Okay, look at the kind of social messages. We have burned 2 mosques, destroyed 2 mosques, and killed 27 persons. Hey, Makudi, who are the people sending those messages? Do you understand me? We exploit the ignorance and the fear of the people. Do you understand me? On Friday, people rushed, removed their children from school. In fact, I was saying no, I will not. When my son went to pick my 2 children from school, they were the last in their school. Because I was way out at Uniagric. Why should we continue to sow fear? Do you understand me? So, and somebody will say it's a religious thing.
All right.
Purely.
Bishop, you heard the callers. I want you to respond to some of the concerns that you've listened to.
The concern of land, we must know that legally the land belongs to the states, the local governments. So the federal government can only suggest, as what Nick is saying. But the reality of it is that Benue State and Taraba State has gone ahead to make laws in this wise. So it is not just coming about carrying our land. There are methods and procedures that this land will be given out. So it will fall back to what our governor has done, because the federal government doesn't own lands. It is the states and local government that own the lands. So the person who called about land, I want to assure him that for Benue State and Taraba State, the law is already there. And the people that want to come to enjoy what ranching is must follow that law. And that law covers all of us and the people that we want to have ranching. I believe we shouldn't have any fear about that. And somebody talked about the Totiv. And I think the Totiv is doing something in this line. He has gone around, he has prayed that people should live in peace, the people should return to God. And he has made his prayers for the people of Benue State that we should live in peace, and that we should not take law into our hands. I believe that has helped to go a long way, that people are not retaliating at these killings. But we shall continue to pray. There's nothing that God cannot do. God can just put confusion in the minds of the killers, and then you see them killing themselves. This is why we are holding on to prayer. But what we're doing now is that if something moves from ordinary to extraordinary, that's why the county chairman has called or made it on all of us to have this 7 days special prayer. And we believe as we come to the end of that prayer on this Sunday, God will surely arise.
You want to add to that, please, Reverend Akpen?
Well, I also suggested that Dr. Chief would call all his eminent sons at home and in diaspora to come and reason with him. I think we have been given an invitation by His Royal Majesty that he will be celebrating the 1-year anniversary on his throne as the paramount ruler of the Chief Nation. I think this is a very good opportunity. I want to reach out to everybody to come on that day, on the 5th of May. And when they come, they will have the time to even give out their suggestion to him. He is our leader, and when we suggest to him, I think he will do it, because he took on the peace of Benue State, the peace of Nigeria, and when we come to thank God for his 1-year anniversary, it will be another opportunity to contribute to our quota by advising so that there will be peace in this nation. That's what I want to add. Thank you.
All right, Evangelist Fide Shabel, the callers made so many concerns.
Mostly like the caller was talking about one should not look at the service chiefs being tribal and the rest. I begin to wonder whether he noticed that the president has ordered the IG to be deployed to Benue State, and the president, the IGP did not come to Benue State, and up till now, throughout that time, the state governor was always on television, on media, saying talking about it, and the president came to Makurdi and could not acknowledge, knowing if the IG did not come to Benue State, and since then we did not hear the president charge the IG as a force man for insubordination, kicking against lawful order. Nothing has been done about that, and one is trying to make us understand that this thing should not be looked upon being tribal or religiously, So better should we are peace-loving people in Benue State. We can agree that it was not maybe the president is about doing something about it anyway, but we have been so peaceful. As you can see, we've done everything possible to be in line with our governor. We have accepted everything about, mostly the youths have agreed with the governor from the beginning. They embraced the amnesty program, and they have been law-abiding. There has not been any attack of any church. Nobody has been attacked religiously here in Benue State. That I can agree with you. What we were hearing is just the normal way that still making men agree that there are some religious antics or religious war coming up, because from what we're seeing now is the same thing that we have seen in other parts of the world.
All right, I'd like you to give us your last parting words and like advice to Benue people that are listening to you at the moment, Bishop.
We maintain that we should watch and pray,
and
arise on our side.
Okay, Senior Evangelist, your last.
You see, we should try as much as possible not to allow our reasoning to be emotional, because when you are emotional, you don't have a clear head to be able to tackle things. Another thing is that all those who are mischief makers in the social media should be touched by God, because you cannot say in Makurdi we have burnt 2 mosques and killed 20-something people, which is a lie. So this is mischief, and if you love this country, you will not play with the future of this country in doing mischief.
Reverend Akpen, your parting words.
As a leader